Hello and welcome to SGPN's The Daily Dog. I'm your host, Britton Hess. I'm here with my favorite Underdog Fantasy Pick'em plays for Wednesday, May 7th, 2025. Can you believe it's May 7th already? Time is flying. We're hitting slips. Yesterday, we were bailed out in a major way by the Dong squad going 2-3 or 2 out of 3. Shout out to Shohei Ohtani and Jonathan Aranda for hitting that flex for us because we were had a little bit of a tough go elsewhere. So that picked it up and made it a fine day for us. Let's do that again. Let's keep the Dong squads going. I love playing the Dong squad entries. Obviously, got other MLB entries, got NBA entries, got NHL entries, have pitcher entries, got the lotto, all sorts of good stuff going on here. If you're new to Underdog Fantasy, sign up with promo code DailyDog. That's DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com or on the Underdog Fantasy app. Get a 50% deposit match bonus worth up to $1,000. And also, if you're an existing member, check it out. Check the app every day. They're giving out promos left and right. As I said, if you don't do it for a couple days, maybe you check back in May. You got a free lineup or something like that. So check that out. I got to say, too, I'm putting out the show a little bit later this week. I've been moving towards this schedule a little bit. I have other commitments in the morning. I can still do this in the morning, but I feel like it's nice to have a little bit of fresh content in the afternoon. We're a little bit closer to game times. We know a little bit more about injuries. We know a little bit more about starters and batting orders and all that stuff. So I am going to be sticking with this schedule for the foreseeable future. Maybe not forever, maybe not tomorrow. We'll see. But for now, let me know what you think about putting the show out a little bit later in the afternoon or evening if you're on the East Coast. All right, let's get into it. MLB entry number 1. The man is back. Evan Carter, obviously a big part of the show. Really good hitter. Has gotten banged up early in his career for the Rangers, but he's healthy. He got a hit yesterday. I think he's going to have higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against those Boston Red Sox this evening. Give me Evan Carter, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. MLB entry number 1. Pick number 2 is Aaron Judge, higher than 1.5 total bases. You know about his home runs. He's a massive favorite to hit a home run today. I mean, you can take that if you want, but I mean, 1.5 total bases is fine. I think that he can get that. We've seen him hit for contact, leading the league in average. It's not just boom or bust home runs. So we should take advantage of that and use the flat multiplier on the total bases because again, that's really too easy. He can hit doubles easily, triples, couple singles in a game. He's done that plenty of times. So give me Aaron Judge higher than 1.5 total bases with Evan Carter higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. That is a 3.3x multiplier. MLB entry number 2, we're going to go with Riley Greene higher than 1.5 total bases in Coors Field. You're getting a little bit of an enhanced multiplier here. It doesn't really make sense. Obviously, the weather in Coors Field, it's not like beautiful hitting weather up there. It's going to be maybe rain delay, maybe they stop play, but by the end of the game, it should be clearing up there. Going to be in the 50s, wind slightly blowing in, not enough to really matter. Riley Greene, obviously good hitter, good base runner. Give me Riley Greene higher than 1.5 total bases in Colorado. Pairing that with Luis Rengifo, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against Jose Berrios and the Blue Jays. Why am I targeting Luis Rengifo? Because he has hit very well against Berrios. He's 5 for 7 in his career with 2 singles, a double, a triple, and a home run. He's hit the cycle off this guy in 7 at-bats. So he hits him very well. I think that there's going to be scoring in this game. Obviously, when Berrios misses, that usually goes yard. Same with the other pitcher in this game, Yusei Kikuchi. But I'm going to be pairing that with Riley Greene higher than 1.5 total bases for a 3.37x multiplier. NBA entry number 1. We're going to go with Jalen Brunson higher than 26.5 points. He is the whole team on the Knicks. I think that he's going to have another high-scoring game. I don't know why they put this thing down here. It went down from like 28.5 to 26.5. I know that everyone thinks the Celtics are going to run through them. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it could be a close game. I think the Celtics could definitely cover, the 10.5 point spread and be dominant in this, but I'm not going to, act like this thing is signed, sealed, delivered, and over. Give me Jalen Brunson higher than 26.5 points. Then give me Nikola Jokic higher than 8.5 assists. The man was delivering for us with 9.5 assists for so long. And then all of a sudden he doesn't hit it one game. They knock it down to 8.5. It was a enhanced multiplier 9.5, which was a good play. And now it's at 8.5 and you're getting a 0.9x, definitely worth it. So Jalen Brunson and Jalen Brunson plus Jamal Murray. Jalen Brunson plus Nikola Jokic. Jalen Brunson, 26.5 points. Jokic higher than 8.5 assists, 2.7x. Let's knock that one home. NBA entry number 2, Jamal Murray higher than 20.5 points. secondary scorer for this team, but he can be the primary scorer if he needs to. Last time it was Jokic. I think it's time the ball swings back into Jamal Murray's court. Higher than 20.5 points there. And then I'm going to pair that with Jaylen Brown of the Celtics. He was like 1 for 10 from three land the other game. Not ideal for Jalen Brunson. Let's get him higher than 1.5 3-pointers made in this game here. I don't think that he's going to shoot that poorly. I think it is a little slightly reduced multiplier, but I think it is worth it. Then I also, when you put these together, it's a 2.73x multiplier. NHL entry number 1, Sergei Bobrovsky, the Bob, higher than 2.5 goals against versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think both goalies could allow higher than 2.5 goals in this one, to be honest. I'm liking an over in this game, so give me Sergei Bobrovsky higher than 2.5 goals against in Toronto. I do think Toronto is going to lose this series ultimately, but I think we're going to get a high-scoring game, kind of a crazy game here in Game 2. What do the Panthers have to lose? A lot, but I think that this will be a little bit more of an open game than you are expecting in Game 2 of the playoffs. Then I'm going to take Kyle Connor higher than 0.5 assists. Point master for the Jets. Give me Kyle Connor higher than 0.5 assists against the Dallas Stars. Kyle Connor is involved in basically every goal, so hopefully he gets a helper here. 3.21x multiplier on that one. NHL entry number 2, we're going to go with Auston Matthews. I told you I think Bob's allowing 3 or more goals. I think Auston Matthews is going to get one of these goals in that game. I'm expecting Auston Matthews to score here. He's had a very good postseason this season, or he's had a good postseason so far, I should say. Overall in the postseason, he is got 7 points, 2 goals, 5 assists. I think he's got a chance to get another goal here. Then I'm going to pair that with Mark Scheifele higher than 0.5 points. I believe that Scheifele is back in the lineup today. I think he's a veteran for this team on the Jets. I think he's got a great chance to get a helper in this, but he can also score goals. He can do it all. That is a 2.8x multiplier with Auston Matthews higher than 0.5 goals and Mark Scheifele higher than 0.5 points. Pitchers number 1. All right, let's continue with the pitchers. We are going to go with Trevor Molly plus Tanner Houck, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. I think they're going to get out of the first inning, but I think the runs will start coming after that. I think that both these guys are going to be playing well. Trevor Molly's had an excellent under-the-radar season so far for the Rangers. Houck has had some tough times, but again, I think he can get out of the first inning here against this kind of younger top of the order for the Texas Rangers. Then I'm going to take Dylan Cease plus Max Fried higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Obviously, you got power on the top of both these lineups. Yankee Stadium should be good enough hitting weather. Cease has been pretty bad. Fried's good, but Cease not been pretty bad so far this year in the comeback. I think that there could be a home run easily in this first inning. That is a 3.24x multiplier. Pitchers number 2. We are going to take Jonathan Cannon plus Michael Wacha, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Jonathan Cannon plus Michael Wacha, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. This is not anything to do with the pitchers, although the pitchers are fine. It's just both these offenses stink. They cannot get going early. There's one man in the lineup you fear based on either team. It's Luis Robert for the White Sox, and it is Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. This is going to be paired with Jose Berrios plus Yusei Kikuchi higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. 2 pitchers that get a lot of strikeouts, 2 pitchers that give up long balls, power at the top of these orders. Think we could see a home run in the first inning here. That is how that one is going to get higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. That is a 3x multiplier. Lotto entry number 1. We're going to go with Jason Tatum higher than 3.5 3-pointers made. We hit this the other day. Let's hit it again. I mean, why not? Tatum is that dude. Let's go higher than 3.5 3-pointers made for Jason Tatum as they try to get right against the New York Knicks at home. Matthew Tkachuk higher than 0.5 goals. Important man for this Panthers team. I think there's going to be a lot of goals scored in this game up in Toronto. Tkachuk higher than 0.5 goals, getting a nice 1.4x multiplier on that one. Then I'm going to take Aaron Judge higher than 3.5 total bases. It's a kind of crazy one to throw in there instead of just throwing the home run. It's a little slightly less. But again, he is the guy. He can hit he can get 4 total bases without a home run these days. I mean, that's just how he's hitting the ball. He's making contact. He's getting on base a lot, hitting doubles, hitting triples. So give me Judge higher than 3.5 total bases. 11.95x multiplier, or if you flex it, 5.97x / 1.86x flex. Dong squad, everybody's favorite part of the day. We're going Kerry Carpenter out in Denver, higher than 0.5 home runs. Gunnar Henderson, higher than 0.5 home runs against the Twins. Vladimir Guerrero, higher than 0.5 home runs against the Angels. And Yusei Kikuchi, his former teammate. 109.23x multiplier. Flex it. I recommend flexing it. 54.61x or 8.2x flex. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for listening. Good luck on your picks, and let me know if you like this release time. Let's make some money.